There's nothing quite like the feeling of carving a good corner or throttling through a field of fresh, untouched powder. It's freeing, it's spiritual, and it's epic. But there comes a day when your stock lug track may not take you to this higher plane of existence, and instead leave you looking for a rope and a pole. But the answer isn't always a trade. Possibly your sled is close to new, but your riding destination and riding style may have changed, or you're really happy with your iron, but your track just isn't cutting it. And for those times, utilizing a product that's not just built to a high level of quality, but also a very reasonable budget can be the answer without breaking the bank. Composite tracks are roughly 20 to 30% less expensive than the competition and offer a wide variety of lengths, pitch layout, and design. Now, just because this company claims top spot for bottom dollar pricing doesn't mean you're buying yesterday's technology. Take, for example, this T32 pre-studded 1.25-inch track. While it's only available in the US right now, there's very few manufacturers who actually make pre-studded tracks, and Composit is one of them. Composit has been around since 1994, however you may not have heard much about them until the late 2000s, as they were strictly a Russian track manufacturer. Since their focus on North America and truly the world in 2008, they've continued to bring high-quality, low-priced sled tracks to market with a performance focus, claiming they make tracks for riders by riders. Now for today, I'd love to install this brand new T32 on our 137, but the truth is this ZR, I want to make more capable off-trail. And I'm going to do that through the use of a composite T38 Talon track. With an asymmetrical lug layout, this 1.5-inch deep track gives impressive traction in deep snow situations while still staying trailable. Extra reinforcement to the outer lugs gives a stronger shoulder and reduces track tears, while also increasing outer bite for both acceleration and braking. I really enjoy this ZR137, but I also like to get off trail, and the truth is the 1.25 track that comes stock, not really the right fit for that. But changing this track, seeing as it's a 6000, is really not that hard, so I'm going to show you how. While some 4-stroke track changes can be a little more intense due to the nature of reverse gearing, a 2-stroke is pretty straightforward. If you're not comfortable, ask your composite dealer to do the work for you, and you'll still probably walk away with a new track and install for less than the competition. Reinstall is as simple as reversing the process, and always, always, always remember to fill the chain case back up with oil, because that's one lesson you do not want to learn the hard way. So now with the track switched up, the only thing left to do is to take this thing out with the new Talon T38 installed and see exactly what we've gained in off-trail capabilities. So that's precisely what we're going to do. Moving from a 1.25-inch track to the Talon 1.5 is not a huge departure on the trail. While you can notice a slight amount of increased push in the corners, it's nothing to worry about, and at the same time you also pick up on the fact that in granular or tore-up snow, it really gets some serious traction. In the same conditions, braking is increased thanks to the extra depth of lug, and the reinforced side lugs stay rigid, grabbing as much of the trail as they possibly can. I notice a great improvement on forward motion when exiting a corner. In the current snow conditions, this track really hooks up and feels like it's a cat on a screen door, and clawing for altitude at that. Skis are up, track spin is minimal, and I am a happy camper. Now there are drawbacks to a deeper lug. Icy acceleration as well as braking are going to be reduced, but if you're coming from a 125 that wasn't studded, there's really not going to be any difference, so I see there being very few drawbacks and many benefits. On the top of my list of benefits has to be the off-trail hookup. Sure, it's great on the trails, but you don't increase lug depth for better on-trail performance. The Talon 38 was built to help you propel forwards when the powder gets deep, and that's precisely what it does. You might be wondering if a 0.25-inch increase can really make that much of a difference. And the simple answer is yes. While you won't be gearing up and heading for the mountains, the flatland free rideability of this track is significant. And while it's a seriously better value than the competition, I see no quality drawbacks, and for certain, nothing in the performance category to make me question the Composit brand. If it were my money, Composit would be a top choice, both for budget-busting price tag and the exceptional performance it delivers. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, like it and then subscribe to our page for more great content from SnowTracks TV.